Fact 1. This is not a 3D character. Fact 2. Moving a full-body Muppet takes at least 3 puppeteers.
Walter was comped into the scene using Nuke. Shadows added weight to his feet, and reflections and shadows marry him to the background.
Fact 3. This is Kermit the Frog's favorite bit.
Planning was the key to this sequence. The visual effects house took stills of the Muppets, applying a painterly look to each one. The new stills were then printed, framed, and hung on the walls of the set. Each painting concealed a blue or green screen box in which the Muppets were placed in the same physical position as in the painting, making it possible to achieve a 2D to 3D transition seamlessly. That's real dry ice, but CG dry ice was added later in the scene.
Fact 4. Not all puppets can be shot on blue.
Choosing blue or green screen is a challenge with multicolored puppets. Green was used for Gonzo, who didn't want to stand in this shot because he was afraid of heights. So motion control was utilized to add in his minions.
Fact 6. Muppets cannot walk or run.
A shrunken Beaker had to run in circles and be picked up by Bunsen. So we built a motorized rig that allowed Beaker to move in 3-dimensional space while housing 3 puppeteers.
Fact 7. Neither Muppets nor man can breathe underwater.
We needed to have a bunch of Muppets and our 2 stars drive out of the ocean. So first we towed a car out of Castaic Lake. Then we made a rig to shoot our Muppets and humans on blue screen. The final step was to remove the evidence of the tow line, add our actors, and apply a matte painting, turning the lake into a beach on the French Riviera. The beautiful El Capitan in Hollywood was the template for our Muppet Theater. Here we used a matte painting to turn it into a dilapidated wreck. For this sequence, we built a number of crazy rigs, which made the puppets spin around on the end of ropes and act as ninjas. Chef was shot on a motorized Lazy Susan operated by 4 puppeteers. He was sped up for the final effect.
Fact 8. The classic Muppet Show Open had to look just like the original, but better.
The arches were digitally built. Then each Muppet was shot individually against blue or green screen, depending on the puppet's color. As in all the shots, the rods and puppeteers had to be removed. The lighting was made to look like an old-fashioned spot with colored gels. Gonzo was shot on blue screen and placed inside the digital graphics, which were distressed to give them a vintage look. It took 3 puppeteers to operate each animal in this shot. CG characters were considered, but remember fact 1? No CG characters allowed. CG fire, live fire, flames and clouds were added to our devil and angel animals, along with interactive lighting on the big animal and the set.
Fact 9. 300 extras will not fill Hollywood Boulevard.
To create this enormous crowd, we wrote our own particle system and collision detection setup in Maya, tweaking the activity level to create a happy mob of fans rather than a street riot. We also added Klieg lights, changed billboards and facades, and removed our film crew and base camp. Here the street is filled with digital extras. Posters, facades, and lights were changed, and our actors were shot against blue screen. Digital pan up to our Muppet-colored CG fireworks.
The end.